fuck what he say or she say. Diamond super smutty.
Yo, what's going on, world? This is your boy Najee with RapRadar.com. And today I got a very special guest, man. This brother seated to my left.
Hey.
He doesn't even need much of an introduction right here, man. This is one of the hottest in the city, coming straight up out of Brooklyn. I got my man, Mr. Jay Critch. What up, baby?
Big.
What's going on?
You know it, bro. What up, my guy?
How's everything, man?
Coolin', bro. Working, ready for this tape.
Yo, it's crazy. We was just saying it off camera, like, you haven't dropped a tape yet, and you got all this buzz, bro. We don't really see that. You usually get, like, people drop a tape, then the shit start building. It's like, you kind of waited on it. What was the reason behind that?
Shit, I don't know. Like, I wanted to build the anticipation. Feel me? Like, I wanted to let my buzz build up more and let them wait on it. So now they really fiending for it. For me, they really been waiting for a minute now. So it's time. It's time to give it to them.
How do you know that right now is the time? Is it just the buzz that you feel, or like what is it about right now?
It's going off how I'm feeling. It's summer 2018.
Facts.
About to have New York lit.
Yeah.
Drop Hood Favorite tape. First tape, had the summer lit.
Right. All right. So we got the Hood Favorite. It's supposed to be dropping this month. We got a date or anything?
We just got the month right now, July. That's all I'm saying right now, just July.
All right.
Yeah,
all right. So now, with this project, like I said, this is your debut project that we're looking at. Does anything change in terms of creation? Do you change anything because it's your first project?
I feel like because I haven't dropped a tape, like my fans ain't really get to hear every side of me yet. Like, I feel like my mans and for me, my people I work with, they know the different switch ups I got. So, but I ain't really get to drop enough music for everybody to hear that yet. So on the tape, it's a different vibe. Every song is a different vibe. It's different lanes. Everything is switch up.
Yeah.
So everything is sounded different. Nothing sounded, feel me, the same vibe on it. Yeah, like.
Right. All right. So now, it's interesting because you dropped you got a couple records. Like I was at Summer Jam. I seen you out there on the stage, going off. Now we had this fashion record is that joint took on a life of its own. Like when that shit dropped, it's crazy. Like, did you know when you had that was gonna be something?
Yeah, facts. Before I had recorded fashion, I was singing one line. Like I had came up with one line from the song, just singing that for like 2 weeks before I was in the studio recording it. I was just singing like, "Come get your shorty, she be wildin'," over and over. Like, so when I made the song, I just kind of stuck with that line, made that the base of the whole song for me. Like, I knew that would be catchy and all that stuff.
What was it about? Come get your shorty, she be wild.
Yeah, man. Like,
roses on you. That's how you feel.
Some smutty shit. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right. Okay. I like that record. It's going crazy.
Good looking,
now,
bro.
One of my joints that my personal favorites, man. That Thousand Ways. That Thousand Ways with Harry Fraud.
Shout out Harry Fraud, man, my boy.
Musica.
My brother, facts.
How did that, what made that kind of come around? Because you was rapping on there, bro.
Yeah, like Harry Fraud, bro, been one of the main producers I wanted to work with since my music started taking off. So, like, I was always talking about, trying to get the track with Harry Fraud. And then one day I just hit him up. I just reached out to him and he got back to me type shit. Like, he had heard about me and all that. He was fucking with me, so we just locked in. I had pulled up to the studio like that same night. First night we made Thousand Ways. That was the first song we ever made. Yeah. Facts, man.
But you a young dude, man. A lot of young up and coming rappers, they're not really reaching out to Harry Fraud. What was it about him that like, how did you get that? Like,
I don't know. I wanted that classic New York track. Feel me? From Harry Fraud, like It's Only Right. Like so many of the New York songs I got in my head, like Harry Fraud produced.
Right.
Like
that tag.
From French to everybody like that. So Harry was one of the real big producers I wanted to work with. Definitely, just to get that New York sound, like that New York track.
Right. I know one of the lines you had on there. I gotta make sure my mama rent paid. I seen you, and that's one thing I respected about you off the rip is like, I seen you gramming up, and you just like, yo, before I go get this watch, before I start dripping, you gotta take care of moms, man.
Big fact. You see, I still don't got the watch, man. We don't need that shit right now.
You got a couple rings on, though.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we iced up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dripping.
Yeah, we spreading the wealth, man.
I hear that.
Fact.
So, but that was really important to you, though, man. Just to make sure you took care of your mom's bills.
That was like one of a dream of mine, like forever, to just take care of moms. Cause for me, she always took care of me, even when she probably shouldn't have. So,
how did that feel, though? Like just to know that you in a position to pay your mom's.
That's the best feeling. Like That's the best feeling. Especially my mom, she don't care about all the jewelry and shit, so that's something that really made her happy. I was proud I could do that, like.
Right.
But.
All right, I like that. Now, what was the other joint that you had? It took me a minute now, but you know we finally in the game.
Facts though.
Do you feel like it took you a minute? Cause like outside looking in, it feels like you kind of just came through and blew up quick. But when you saying it, you like it took me a minute.
Cause I was doing music for a minute, like just working, recording. So my songs was kind of spreading throughout my hood. Feel me? People in my hood was fucking with the music. So I feel like I've been working for a minute, but I just haven't been in the game that long for me. So once it started to take off, it probably seemed quick. But before that, a lot of groundwork. Like just grinding, just getting traction.
You never got like frustrated, like you know when shit take a long time, like, you know, it get like damn, like
bro. It used to be days on, like for me, it was always days. You don't know how shit gonna happen, how shit gonna take off, but I just always kept working hard and kept good energy, like positive mindset, and I knew it would come in some way, and it did for me.
Right, I like that, man. And one of the things I enjoy about your music is you still keeping it New York. Like you got flows and you got the melodies, but you still keeping it New York with the bars too, right? Like you kind of giving the best of both worlds. Why do you think it was important for you? Is that a conscious decision that you made to kind of keep these bars in?
I feel like a lot of New York rappers, or just rappers in general, like lyrical rappers, I feel like people try to put them in one category for me, like they only on the lyrical shit. Yeah. But I feel like if you mix up the lyrical with the flows, then it's the new wave for me. Right. It's like the new New York sound. Like I'm trying to come with the young sound in New York.
Right. I mean, I like that new wave. Now, your man LaRon, y'all was in the basement producing. I hear you shouting LaRon out.
Shout out LaRon, my brother, man. That's my producer. Yeah. LaRon on the beat.
Tell me about that relationship, because I hear a couple of the records you shouting them out and you speaking about like before it got crazy, I was in the basement just working. What's that relationship like with you and him?
Well, me and LaRon met through my man's Bundy a couple years back, like just off of some music shit. Yeah. Like he made beats and I was rapping, so we just started working together. And LaRon from Flatbush, he from Rowdy Rebel in them hood for me. Right. Yeah. Free the Nine, free Rowdy, free Bobby, free the gang, man. Yeah. LaRon from they hood, so for me, we had started working early on in this shit. LaRon had got me linked up a track with Rowdy and shit, me and Rowdy. Okay. Before my shit had really took off.
How did that do? Was that shit moving in the streets?
It was moving in my hood, especially like most of my shit was moving in my hood. It just hadn't really went out. Like outside of that. So once people outside started hearing it, it just spread. Like
how did GS9 affect you, right? Like, cause they wave, bro. I know we in the middle of that, right? Like we in New York, these niggas came and made something crazy.
They had Brooklyn bag lit, bro. Like
crazy.
They had Brooklyn lit on some shit niggas ain't seen in a minute. Yeah. Like all eyes was on Brooklyn, so.
Facts.
Even bro, when they come home, it's gonna be right back to that.
Right back to it?
Right back to that, bro. Yeah. They gonna go crazy.
How did you feel though? Like in the middle of that, you making music and your sound and kind of seeing them, especially your main producer, fucking around with them in they hood. Like how was that kind of?
Shit, like I wouldn't say I was influenced, but I definitely was bumping all they shit. Yeah. All they shit. For me, they got that real Brooklyn sound. So I was always listening to that. So for me, it's just like Brooklyn is Brooklyn. Yeah. I show love to everybody I fuck with that's from the town. So they was going crazy, and they set for me, they set it off for Brooklyn, like
Absolutely.
At the time. That because Oz was on Brooklyn, a bunch of artists started coming up after that.
Right.
So facts.
I mean, you're one of the guys, like you said, is Brooklyn that kind of kicked it off, but there's a whole new wave and a new energy in the city right now, like New York, man, just the city, and you're one of the leaders of that movement.
Facts.
Do you feel like that? Do you ever feel like, I guess, just the pressure of like, I'm trying to be that nigga, because there's always that king of New York, Capmans and all that. You ever feel like?
I don't feel like. I feel like the people gonna speak, the fans gonna speak, and they gonna say who the king of this shit, right? But I don't think no young niggas from New York is the king of this shit. Like you gotta be humble when you young, you first coming in this shit. Like, feel me? I feel like the kings is Hov and them. Right. That's how I feel personally. So I don't feel like nobody should be jacking that if you not Hov. Facts.
Right. So I mean, but it's interesting because like you say, you've been kind of humble with it on the come up. You making your music, doing what you got to do, and then obviously like. You see 6ix9ine, I saw him like Instagram you and all of that, talking, you know, the charts talk and all that type of shit? Do you get bothered by that, or you just like whatever, shrug it off?
Nah, we talking money, man.
Yeah.
Saint it, never declined it, man. Talk money gang, 30 way, you know that shit, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, I feel that. I like that. So, all right, well, the first time I personally got real hip to, you know what I'm saying, the Jay Critch, this Rich Forever 3, when that Rich Forever 3 dropped, that really kind of took me into like, oh, damn, like that intro was crazy.
Facts.
Talk to me about, I know you said your man Grams introduced you to Rich. Talk about that, just that relationship with you and Rich, like what y'all, you know, what you get from him.
Facts. Well, Rich has showed me all the strings of the game and shit for me. So he just putting me on to shit I gotta know, shit I gotta watch out for. So he was the first nigga to show me the ropes of this shit. So for me, Grams, my son Grams from Red Hook, he had link me and Rich start playing my music around Rich and shit. Yeah. And then Rich had started fucking with me ever since then.
He just called you on some like, yo, I heard your shit and it was lit.
And then I had got out to LA. I met Dex. We was just in the studio. It was just chemistry, like we was working easy, making tracks fast. Yeah. And then
that was the first time you was in LA?
Yeah, when I first went out there, we was cooking up crazy. We made most of Rich Forever 3 like my first trip out there.
Alright, so well, you gotta paint the picture though. Like because the fans like details. We gotta go, so Rich call you, you fly to LA, you at the crib, you got in the studio, you at the crib. I'm gonna give you the details. Yeah.
I'm in my room on some still broke in my bedroom. Right. Wake up to the call. It's Grams FaceTiming me and shit. And Grams telling me, yo, it's lit. Rich Rich trying to fly you out and shit. Yeah. So I get on the phone with Rich. End up getting my ticket. I left the same night. I left to LA. Same night I left to LA. No games. So as soon as I touched down, straight to work. And then feel me, my social media started going up. It was I just seeing all this shit like right in front of me. Like a couple days ago, I was just dreaming about this shit. Now I'm seeing all this shit happening right in front of me, just on my phone. Like my shit just going up. Yeah. It was a blessing. Like so for me, I'm always thankful for that. Right. Facts.
I mean that's dope. I mean you know you just being around Rich, you guys went on the Future the Hendrix part of the tour, and you know we got overseas. What was? Come on, bro, because I know I heard you say you looked up to Future. Like, how crazy was that shit?
Future, like, I was bumping Future heavy before my shit took off. Like, Future was one of my favorite artists at the time. And still, for me. So when I was on the Future tour, especially me and him and shit, that shit was crazy, man.
You and Future?
Overseas, I met him in the club and shit. I just chopped it up with him a little bit. For me, it met a couple times, but just being on the tour really showed me more than anything. Like, just being out overseas and seeing the different how the fans react over there is way different, bro. Like they go way more crazy and overseas. That had me just thinking like I want to get worldwide with this shit. Like feel me? I want to be. It's more than just the U.S. for real.
Well, what did you learn? I guess just kind of seeing that, right? Because the experience of you just being able to witness how they perform, like him and Rich, and what did you kind of get just from like learning wise from them?
Just that you gotta just put on. You gotta go hard. Feel me? No matter where you at, just put on. Make sure niggas remember you. Because every time I performed out there, I'm trying to put on a good show. Make sure niggas gonna remember me when they leave. So I feel like I did a good job of that. For me, gained a lot of new fans out there, new people that didn't even know who I was before I came. So that shit was a blessing. Just being out there, like. Right.
All right. So talk to me about Dex, right? Because we had Dex on the show. And he told me, he said that
Dex was smoking a cigar.
Dex was smoking a cigar. Yeah, he was out here lit too.
Niggas had Dex on the cigar.
Yeah, make sure y'all check that episode out. Dex was out here lit off the cigar. He told me that he said, like you made him step his bars up. Cause I asked him, I was like, yo, like, because sometimes I feel like sometimes he don't really care about bars, and then sometimes he come hard. And I was like, what's the difference? He said, yo, honestly, Jay Critch made me step my bars up. Yeah. How is that? What?
I noticed that too. Like it's just he did that shit on his own. Like he like, oh nah. He like, oh nah. Like for me, when we got to LA and me, Rich and Dex making the first couple tracks together and shit, like I just peeped. Dex was in his bag. Right. Dex was going extra hard. So, facts. Shout out to my brother Dex, man. Right. Facts.
I like that. Very influential, man.
Yeah. Facts.
Right. All right, so. You being, like I said, you guys one of the hottest out in the city right now, going crazy. We just obviously saw this XXL list came out. you didn't make the list. I saw you tweet like, fuck XXL. Was you?
I'm a vet, man. We not no freshman, man.
Yeah, talk your shit.
XXL, nobody give a fuck about that shit no more, man. That's how I feel.
It's over.
The hood don't give a fuck about XXL freshmen.
Yeah.
I'm a vet. We not no freshman. I'm a young nigga coming up in this shit, and we doing big things. Toke money game. I don't even care about all that. I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
Fact.
Was you mad though?
I was mad. I definitely deserved that shit. Everybody know that.
Right.
But it's alright though. Like,
why you think it's because like you ain't dropped a project yet, or
probably,
what do you think it was that made
probably,
it like?
Or don't really got no big name features or nothing. They be looking at XXL care about shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it, but it's not really based on who should really be there. For me, it's more like, I don't know, will look good.
If you was offered that next year, is that something you would take, or is it just dub?
Nah, it's a dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, they missed me.
Missed
the
opportunity. I like that. I respect that, man. All right, so I want to go back to Rich again, because I just remembered when you. Rich, because the dynamic is interesting with Rich, right? Like, because he's a young boss, right? Like, y'all got your own kind of gang going on. What was it about Rich that made you want to sign there?
Well, Rich one nigga that really look out for his artists and make sure niggas is going to eat on their own. Feel me? Like, everything I've been doing has not been nothing to do with what Rich is doing, for me.
Facts.
He put me in my position to get my shit on my own and shit. So that's what I've been doing. Like, almost all these niggas got artists, all these rappers got artists, but you might not even know it. Like, you might not even know it half the time, because, niggas don't do as much as certain niggas do for their artists. But I feel like I respect Rich because he definitely do a lot for his artists and make sure niggas gonna be straight, make sure they doing their own thing. You don't even gotta, feel me, worry about what he doing, because everybody just moving on their own timing, but we all, for me.
What was that initial conversation like on some, I want to sign you? How did that go? Was you just open to it, or did you ask him? What was that initial conversation like?
We was in LA for a week, and then after being in the studio and shit, he just came to me. Like, the Rich Forever agreement wasn't even too much. It was like one paper.
One paper. Simple, straightforward.
Simple, like, just, it's basically, I'm just Rich Forever now. And then from there, I got my, other deals going on for myself. My record deal with Interscope came after that and shit. Facts, so everything just started getting set up after that. That deal took place for me, and everything, all the deals was looking right, all the paperwork was right. I was happy with everything. Yes. Facts.
So how do you, obviously, if, somebody kind of puts you in that position, there's a lot of loyalty there just, between you and him. But you see, obviously, Rich has been going through a lot in the media. The first thing, like, he got robbed at the crib, and people saying it's a setup. And when you see things like that, like, just to know people running up in the crib with guns and all of that, and obviously we saw what happened to XXX, unfortunately, God rest his soul.
Rest in peace, X.
When you see things like that, how does that kind of play into just, you as a rapper and how you move?
Like, I just always keep in mind that any of that shit could happen to anybody at any time. You feel me? So you just always gotta keep that in mind. You can't never think it's not gonna happen to you, no matter what. So you gotta just move accordingly to that. You can't slip up and feel me? Right. But even sometimes it don't be a slip up. Sometimes shit just happens, bro. And you gotta just know what comes with this game. That's just what comes with this shit. Like, sometimes it's, for me, I don't know, like, feel like sometimes maybe it's even unavoidable. Certain shit that happens, for me. But you just gotta live and deal with it and just do your best to try to avoid situations and staying comfortable, feel me?
Right. So y'all moving right. Security came, check the location out first, you know what I'm saying? Y'all moving the right way though.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. All right. So we also seen, in the media kind of play out, they had this whole beef with Rich and Uzi. They saying, Uzi kind of pulled up on them and was chasing them and all that type of shit. I don't really know the real story, but we see everything kind of playing out. Does that translate into you? Like, when when Rich got a problem with somebody or another rapper, does that affect your relationships with these people?
Like, unless, like, nah. Cause certain situations is just between a man and another man. And then, you feel me? Certain situations is gonna stay that way between two people. And then, but certain situations could get blown out of proportion and become more people getting involved and shit.
Yeah.
But it's all like just according to the situation. Like it's specific to that situation. Feel me? So I feel like with the Uzi situation, like that's I feel like that was more of a one-on-one thing at first.
Right.
At first, feel me? But I don't know. I feel like I don't really know what's up with that.
Yeah. But so if you seen Uzi, did you feel a kind of way? Is it anything, or is just you just?
Like me, I feel like your problems gotta come from you. Like if you got a problem with somebody, you gotta be something happened with that person with you. Like I ain't never gonna just beef with somebody over, feel me, over something else unless it gotta go there.
Right.
Facts, but for me it's just a little situation between two niggas. Not you don't gotta get involved with everything all the time. Feel me? I don't feel like that's a big deal.
Right. All right. I feel that. One thing I saw that.
But I'm feel me, Rich my mans though. I'm gonna just say that, like.
Yeah.
That's
so
my
mans. Gotta go with it if you know what I'm saying.
That's my mans.
Yeah.
Like,
regardless.
Yeah.
All right. Well, another thing I saw recently that was kind of dope. I saw you posted a tweet. I went to BMCC my first year of college. I saw you posted.
BMCC, man.
We gang, you know what I mean? I seen you posted the little ID card, and CUNY tweeted you back. I'm like,
man, CUNY flexing hard, man. I posted that for motivation for my people that's in school right now, but they don't really know if the school thing is for them.
Yeah.
That was motivation for that. You know, CUNY tried to take credit for my shit. Like, they on some start here, go anywhere. Like, nah. Me and Cardi B dropped out.
You seen that?
Stop it. They gotta stop. I mean, I was in there. I was in there for like 2 months. So, Right. But still, for me, that was just motivation. Like, if you in school, you go always make shit happen outside of school. The school route not for everybody.
Right. So that's what I wanted to see. Did you ever want to go the school route? Was that ever something? Like that was realistic?
I was always smart.
Yeah.
I was always smart, like, even since young, feel me? But when, like, high school, you start fucking up and shit, like, your grades not too good, you getting high and shit. So, I don't know, like, the college thing wasn't really for me. And what I wanted to do was music. I knew that since middle school. Yeah. So, I know, like, you could make that happen. You don't need no degree, you know what I mean? Certain shit that people trying to do, you don't need no degree or school to do that.
Did your mom support the dream, like from jump? Because you know it's not always easy for parents.
My mom's never shut it down.
Yeah.
She just always wanted to make sure, you know, I got a plan B or something at least.
Just in case.
And I always did. I always, like, if my music ain't take over, I was gonna be managing niggas. Fact.
You had that in your mind.
If my shit don't take off, I'm gonna make somebody else shit take off. Fact. So that was the plan B. It was always gonna be music
though. Either way.
Either way, music.
Right.
I wanted to do that.
Did you ever play ball? Cause I told most of these rappers be short. I pulled up. I'm 6'4". You taller than me. I was like, damn, this nigga out here. Like,
I
you
played
ever play
ball, man. Freshman year, Beacon High School, average 15. PPG, 9 rebounds a game, man. 16 points, 9 boards a game. That's the average.
Why you stopped? Was it just you wanted to go to the music, or like you didn't feel it?
Start doing a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
Just, you know, you don't want to go to practice after school. You trying to do everything else, so it just kind of fell off for me. Yeah, I wasn't going hard with it.
All right. You mentioned KD in a lot of your raps, man. That's your man. That's your favorite player. I listen to the music. I'm like, KD.
I fuck with KD, but Melo my favorite player.
Oh, Melo? Oh,
yeah, called Melo just for me on some scoring shit.
Right.
Fact.
You a Knicks fan?
I was. But them niggas got me heartbroken.
Yeah, me too, man. I hope something happens this year.
That ass, bro. Like every draft, niggas can never draft.
Never get something. At least we got Porzingis though.
That was the best. That was the best draft pick we had in mad long.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, you got the song Ad-Libs. I like that joint. Ad-Libs going crazy. Now, your fans, man, you kind of made this, like, your fans love that shit, bro. Fact. Like, you turned that Ad-Lib into something concrete the way I see everybody tweeting the haze and all of that. How did that come about? Did you know that was like?
Nah, like, I don't even know. Because my music before my shit started taking off.
You about to hit the,
Yeah, man, hold on, we gotta get the, you know what I'm saying? They all got their legs crossed and shit, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but facts, like a lot of my music before, I wasn't even doing that ad-lib like that.
Yeah.
My old songs, you might not even hear that ad-lib one time. But like my last couple tracks, like Did It Again, I had recorded Did It Again a minute before it got lit. So that was type old to me. But I had started it on that song and a couple other songs just saying it. It just started getting like stuck in my head, catchy.
Yeah.
I knew people was fucking with it, so I just kept going with it.
Niggas raps ain't even fucking with my ad-libs.
Facts though, man. Facts, man. I gotta step y'all bars up, man.
Word. I like it, man. You one of the new wave guys that's making these bars and the new wave sound, man.
100, bro.
We really feeling that. So
100.
Do you listen to, like, who inspires you right now? Like, we just saw, you know, obviously the Drake album just dropped. Everybody talking about that shit. Is that, do you pay attention to stuff like that? Like, when somebody drops some new shit, I gotta...
Certain niggas, I definitely pay attention. Like, I definitely bumped that Drake album. That shit. Fire.
Fire?
Fire, yeah. Shit make me want to get in the studio.
Yeah?
Yup. It's a couple artists, like, for me, niggas just push me.
Right.
When I hear shit, like, I be in studio mode, like, facts. Gone.
All right. So listen, man, I know you're a busy man. Y'all got a couple shows tonight and all that. I ain't want to take up too much of your time, but we just, you know, we looking forward to this, you know, to this project, man. We looking forward to this new project you dropping. What could you tell the fans, I guess, you know, just what to expect? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
big features that you ain't have no idea was coming. That's what to expect. Big names that's a big surprise to everybody.
Big feature names that you ain't
big features that niggas ain't know I had yet.
All right.
Facts.
You wanna drop a little something? Nobody watching, you can tell me. A little name or something.
I got you off camera, man. I got you off camera, man.
Alright, listen, man. Hey, this is a dope episode. We got one of the hottest rappers in New York City sitting here.
Gang.
My man Jay Critch. I appreciate you, dog.
100, bro. Thanks for having me, bro.
Absolutely. Hey, this is Najee, Rap Radar, signing out.